Hello, people of the computer. I'm doing my first movie review. May not be my last, maybe my last. And it's going to be Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. Now, I seen this video on opening day, and there's really not much to say about it. It just continues off from where the last ones ended, where they dumped their manager, Ian Hawke, who was now living where he used to work, where the dumpster is, to get food and stuff like that. But anyways, I'll get to that later. So it starts out doing a tour, and then Alvin, being the show-off, he makes something fall, hits Dave, and then Dave's in the hospital. And then their Aunt Jackie, who makes the popcorn, now has to take care of them. But then, wow, okay, wait. And then Aunt Jackie's grandson has to take care of them because Aunt Jackie got pushed down by 2 flights of stairs and got ran over. Not by a car, but one of those moving car things. And then anyways, so then the boys, Alvin, Theodore, and Simon, have to go to school, and their school is a high school. Yeah, so apparently they're talking chipmunks that can sing that are in high school. How that works, I don't know. But anyways, there's a jock that picks with the boys and wants the girl, and then Alvin's all showing off to the girls, and then Alvin is accepted on the football team, which makes life difficult for Simon more, because they have to do a sing-off against the Chipettes, and how the Chipettes became to be known was from Ian Hawke, and Ian Hawke found them because the Chipettes wanted to see the Chipmunks, and Ian Hawke was in the dumpster, and then the Chipettes seen him in the dumpster, and then Ian Hawke had to break into someone's house, and then the Chipettes would be impressed, and they'd actually do stuff with him, and then Ian Hawke told the Chipettes that Alvin and the Chipmunks broke him, and then the Chipettes didn't like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but then Alvin and the Chipmunks principal that they went to school with was a big fan of the Chipmunks. He got a tattoo of them, and then the school has to do some sort of contest so then they can still have their music program, and then Alvin and the Chipmunks are the people that are going to do it, and then it gets the newspaper, which Ian Hawke sees, so then he puts the Chipettes in the school just so then he could do the music thing. The Chipettes win because Alvin got accepted to the football team and he had a football game, and then Simon and Theodore were there, and they said that, and I quote, "We are Chipmunks and we are not starting to do a show without Alvin, and we never want to. Thank you, that is all." And then Theodore said something, I don't know, so then the Chipettes win, and then Alvin is all what's the word? Whatever. Is sad. Well, they're all sad, but then Alvin feels like he disappointed the brothers, and then the Chipettes are sad because then Ian Hawke shows off Brittany, which is the person that looks like Alvin or who likes Alvin, and then I forgot the other two names, but whatever. And then Ian Hawke makes it Brittany the big star and puts her in the middle in front of everyone, and then the Simon chick and then the tummy Jack in the trunk Theodore chick are pushed to the back, so then he just wants to make Brittany number one. And then after that, Ian Hawke starts then Ian Hawke starts treating the Chipettes badly, which the Chipettes are the girl group of the Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then after that, they do a concert opening for Britney Spears at the Staples Center, and then they can't do the music show, but then Alvin and the Chipmunks do it, and then the Chipettes ditch Ian Hawke, and then the Chipettes with the Chipmunks do it. They win. They get $25,000 to save the program. Ian Hawke is forced to do something at Staples Center, which he just dresses up at the Chipettes, and then how all the people known about the Chipettes, Ian Hawke took video of his phone when they were performing to get to the school thing. And then he took video from his phone, put it on YouTube, or whatever they call it, so then they wouldn't get sued. And then that's how it all came. Spoilers, movie review. Just a spoiler section. Now the movie review. Okay. The movie was okay with some weird plot, up and downs, middles, The cousin, grandson character was probably the highlight. And out of 10 Chipmunks, I give it 4.5 or 4. 4. Because I think a review, stars, are based on how much you paid. I paid, $17, and I think it only should have been $10 because the two drinks cost $9. But anyways, I would have only paid $3 to see this movie. Yeah, so that's my spoilers, kind of, and movie review of the movie Alvin and the Chipmunks and Squeakquel. Now showing, it's going to be showing for a while, maybe. Yeah. And yeah, that's how everything comes together right now, by all the means. And that's it. Bye. And yeah. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be done with Windows Movie Maker. This is my first time doing Windows Movie Maker, so hopefully it goes well for me, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.